where's the digital footprint then?
He doesn't have to have a digital footprint. It could have been it could have been anybody on the road.
How do you think people kidnapped before electronics were around?
Before electronics were around, they didn't have CART teams that could come in and figure out what phones were used, what Wi-Fi's were in the area.
Right.
Now, mind you, it was said that there were only 2 exterior internet
Wi-Fi
sources that came in and out of the area that night.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it funny how one person said one of them was his?
Yeah, that would be a little weird, for sure.
Oh, it got quiet real quick on that one.
I answered you.
I don't think I understand what you're. I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. That's why I'm quiet. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
He's saying supposedly on the night that Sebastian disappeared, they go through and they check like all the Wi-Fi in the area, and there was only 2 Wi-Fis that came in that area and left that area. Like 2 open networks, 2 traveling Wi-Fis came in and left.
Okay.
And apparently Chris claims one was his truck.
That night? That night?
They did the search for that night. So.
Why would Chris's truck be there?
I mean,
this is the first time hearing of this, so that's why I'm like, what?
Me too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really comment on it because I don't know anything about it.
Well,
it could have been the 25th through the 26th. I don't know. I mean,
25th through 26th still means that allegedly he wasn't in town.
I mean, the
26th
he would have been.
Right.
Oh, right. The 26th he would have been. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the comment went something like, "Those dumb assholes didn't even know that it was my truck."
Lazy, well, if you can't ask me what time, because I don't know. I
don't
know what time.
That's really weird because, so you're saying it's like a hot spot that came in and out. Yes. And that's really weird because you have to turn those on. They're not just on. You have to turn them on. They're not just on willy-nilly.
I'm just telling you what was said. Right?
Yeah,
I can't stand by it.
It's really hard for me. It's really hard for me. I'm in tech. That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard for me to believe that. And not that you're not telling the truth. I just don't know the source of that. It's hard for me to.
Chris.
Okay, so it's hard for me to believe that. Then it's hard for me to believe Chris. Yeah, not you, truth.
Right.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but it would make you ask the question, why would Chris say that?
Yeah, it would. It absolutely would. Yes, you're right. Absolutely.
It was said privately, y'all. And it was said to more than one person on this panel. All right, guys. So I'm going to bring Chris up. So here we go.
All right.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man?
What's going on? I want to know what's this talk that somebody on this panel is saying that I told you that my truck was in that neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing or the night before.
That's not what was said. What was said was you said that your truck's Wi-Fi was in the cart when the cart team did their thing on the 25th or the 26th. And I also restated that it could have very well been when you came home after Sebastian went missing.
So that would have had to been the 26th when I got to my house.
That's what we said.
That's what we said.
Chris. That's exactly what we said.
Yeah, I said it has to have been when he was coming home from the work site.
That's what was said.
My truck wasn't in the area, the vicinity, and the FBI knows this. So don't speak of my truck being in that vicinity, that area, until the 26th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's what we said.
Well, not the time frame, but
not the time frame because we didn't know the time. But what we said was that they did it for the 25th and the 26th. So it's just as much likely that it was when he came in after Sebastian went missing.
Yeah, and that's why I was confused because I was like, what? And then that's why I said it had to have been when he came home.
Well, see, the
or
problem
whatever.
is you get a bunch of people out here. You say one thing, you mean one thing, and this, that, and another, and then it runs wild like a fucking brush fire that goes crazy.
It's true.
And here we are. We're 10 months into this. We got no leads. We got nothing. But yet we got another team over here that's out here just throwing shade left and right and a bunch of crap.
That's what we're talking about. We think it's very dangerous. People are being thrown under the bus and nobody seems to fucking care.